Dorothy Hunter is a courageous woman. She owns a pet store in Washington, and she wants to make a point about how the food that she serves at her pet store or sells at her pet store is very, very healthy. In fact, it's fit for human consumption. So for 30 days, she's actually going to eat cat and dog food. Here's a quote from her. She says, "You would be surprised at how tasty dog and cat food can be when it's made right. You really are what you eat, and it's the same for your pets. I decided to eat this food for a month just to prove how good it tastes, as well as showcase its nutrition." So that's a really, really great way to sell your product. I don't know how she's going to prove whether or not she's actually consuming this stuff, but what do you guys think about it? Kim, make your point.
No, you don't need to do this. You don't need to eat like shelf preserve like meat and shit like that. This is for dogs and cats. I understand what you're trying to do, but that's disgusting. And also, they have different nutritional needs than humans. Even though I know it said for human consumption, I don't really buy that.
Yeah, Hank?
I think there are actually times where I'm buying my dog his food and I'm like, this son of a bitch is eating better than me. All the ingredients that they put on there, the like peas and carrots and bison. I'm like, bison?
Yes.
That's an expensive cut of meat. Yes. That is not acceptable. That is bullcrap. I know, that's true. And I've always wondered too, whenever they're like, beef tips, bison tips, I'm like, listen, there's no part of a cow called a tip. The tip of what? So
maybe it's just the tip.
Yeah, you do question what the hell they're putting in there. So, however, it's a publicity stunt.
Yeah, it is, and it's a great one. But one thing that I will say is I've always loved the smell of sausages. Sausages smell so good. They smell like cheese.
Snot, as in like a snout?
No, you guys know what sausages are.
What the hell is that?
They're little dog treats.
Oh. Okay, see, I don't get that fancy.
They smell so good. They smell like cheese, and every time I give my dog one, I'm like,
pop one in there.
No. So good.
I dare you, Anna.
No, I would never eat a sausage.
Bring out the dog food. Let's sample one now.
No. All right, so here's the question. What's the grossest or most exotic thing you have ever eaten? Hank?
Well, I'm Chinese. I think most of my white friends think everything I eat is pretty darn gross. Like when I was a teenager, I started taking my friends to dim sum and whatever, and I'd be like, oh, like jellyfish, chicken feet, and not realizing that the foods that I grew up on, and I swear to God, I think those are delicious things. They're freaking out. They're like, oh my God, and I become uncool for about 2 weeks on Monday. But now it's a coolness factor, I think. I think as an adult, when you can stomach those sorts of things, the business associates are like, whoa.
I think that it's a trait that open-minded people have, right?
Yeah.
Kim?
I'm also going to pull the Asian card.
Hey.
I'm half Vietnamese, so I'm a big fan of Nuoc Mam, fish sauce. And it's like fermented, it's really gross the way it's made, it smells gross, but you gotta put it on the vermicelli.
So good.
By the way, for those of you who are disgusted by the fish sauce, chicken pad thai, or pad thai in general, which is Thai obviously, uses the same type of fish sauce.
So much cooking.
It is, and it's delicious. Yeah. So I'm really open-minded when it comes to food. I'm Armenian, we eat some weird stuff, like we have something called chikufte, which is not necessarily Armenian, but Armenians eat it. And it's basically like straight up raw beef that's grounded, it's very, very finely grounded, and then they mix in a grain called bulgur, and then you dip it in ground beef that's been cooked, and then you might have some like cilantro and some onions, and then it's fucking delicious.
Is it safe? The raw meat?
I've never gotten sick from eating it, but it's straight up raw. It's like tuna. I mean, yeah, it's like steak tartare.
That and I liked it.
Right. You just Americans just don't like finely ground it with what do you call it? The bulgur, which is
like a Scotch egg meets steak tartare.
Yes, it's freaking delicious.
We call it Mrs. Dash here in the United States.
Yes. All right, guys, tell us if you've ever eaten anything funky, or if you would be willing to try anything funky. Are you an open-minded eater? Share your stories in the comment section below, and we will hear from you soon.